Today we're going to make one of these simple needle books to store our needles in. It has a lovely soft personalised cover with a felt letter on the front, and it has felt inner pages. So if you'd like to make a needle book to store your needles and pins, then carry on watching. This is what you're going to need for the project, and I'll put the sizes that I'm using up on the screen. So some fabric for the lining, I'm using white cotton. Some fabric for the outer, I'm using some cotton with a pretty pattern on, and I'll pick my colour felt to go with the outer cotton, and a piece of batting which measures the same size. You're also going to need some thread, a needle or a sewing machine if you prefer. I'll be using a sewing machine to start with, and also some pins to pin your 3 sandwich layers together. And you're going to need scissors or a trimmer and a ruler. Start by cutting all your pieces of fabric and your batting to size, and then lay them out with your batting down first, then your top cover, and that will be the pattern side to the top, then your lining fabric on top of that, and pin those together so that the edges are lining up. I'm going to take mine over to the sewing machine to sew all the way around the edge, making sure that I catch both the fabric and the batting all the way around. I'm going to leave a small amount of space between here and here so that I can turn it the right way round, and I'll show you how to do that when I've sewn it. I'm going to use my sewing machine because it's quicker. Straight stitch, sew all the way around the edge, leaving that gap. So I'm about halfway down the edge where I'm going to stop now, and I'm just going to take the needle and do a few little back stitches. And I've left myself enough space to turn it round. Now, because I'm using scraps up from my stash, I've allowed a little bit more allowance, so I'm going to trim that off so that it's neater when I fold it in. I'm also going to trim my corners off as well so that there's no bulk in the corner there. So I'll trim my threads off and cut any of the bulk from the edge of the seams because I don't need that. And on the corner I'm just going to snip, making sure not to snip the actual thread, and that gives a neater finish when we turn it the right way round. I don't want to cut too close to the stitching. I want to allow myself round about 1/4 of an inch. I'm also going to cut the bulk off here. So when I've trimmed my edges, I'm going to take out the pins and then turn it the right way round. Make sure that I turn it in between the inner fabric and the outer fabric. So I'm keeping the cover fabric and the batting together. Push those corners out properly, and I might need something like a pencil to pop in there to get a sharper corner. You can, if you want, give it a bit of a press, but to be honest I don't, I just carry on. So for this part then I'm going to tuck the edges of my fabric in, and I'm going to hand sew my edges closed. I'm going to use a sewing needle and I'm going to sew from the middle here. I'm taking a small amount from the inside and then coming across to the other side and sort of lacing up my hole. So I'll show you that in a moment. And this is where I'm going to need my glasses. If you're finding this useful so far, please do give me a thumbs up, because it's much appreciated, and it can't hurt, can it? It's free. So I'm going to tie a knot in the end of my thread on my hand sewing needle, and that way it's not going to pop out the fabric. So taking the needle in from the outside into that middle part, just past where I finished sewing, I've folded my edges in, my needle is in place and my cotton is anchored in there because of the knot. I'm then going to take the needle in from the inside to the outside of the fabric, and then I'm going to go over to the other side and just gradually sew those two sides together. And as you can see, it sort of laces it up. Be careful not to take too much of the fabric. And continue stitching up your little hole there until you reach the very end. You may have to readjust as you get to the end. Just make sure all your fabric is tucked in. So it's all laced up there, and then because you're at the end, just add a couple of extra little stitches and put your needle through the loop before you pull it tight, and then that just knots it. And if you take your needle just to bury the end, go back in where you finished stitching, bring the needle and thread out again just a little bit further away, and snip off that tail. And that'll bury it in your fabric, and as you can see, that's neatly sewn up. And that's the cover finished. So we've got it lined, it's nice and soft inside, and it's got a pretty cover. We're going to fold that in half to make sure that we've got the centre part there, and then we know whereabouts we're going to add our letter and also our inner pages. And for this I used felt. Now I do sell these felt letters on my Etsy store, so you're welcome to check those out. Otherwise, just cut yourself a letter that you can add to the front, or some other form of decoration, or you could leave it blank if you prefer. I have a couple of covers ready here to go, so I personalise these for people. So if they choose a C, I would probably pick a pink C to go on the front, and then some pink pages made out of the felt as well. So if you're making one, cut your letter, then hand sew using a running stitch all the way around the outside and around the cutouts of your letter. I used a thread that went with the cover and the inside, and then on the inside cut your pages a little bit smaller than your outside cover. I cut two pieces, two rectangles of felt. I made sure that my book was closed so that I knew where the central part was, and then put both in the middle and did a running stitch all the way through to attach. And that's it. That's how you make a little needle book. I hope you found this useful. If you have, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I do sell these in my Etsy shop, and I also sell the letters if you don't want to be cutting those out. So if you want a quick gift, then pop along to my Etsy shop and I'll see you there. Take care. Bye.